Hello, lovely people. Today is another episode of News on the Spectrum. My name is Martin K. And my weekend was great. Therefore, I could do it on Sunday. Yesterday, I was some wrestling. 2 days ago, I was some opera for deaf people, which is funny coincidence because I assume regular opera is also for deaf people. That's right. Can you imagine being a deaf person, like losing your ear sight later in life, thinking like, well, at least I don't have to listen to opera. Nope, we have opera for deaf people. Anyway, it was a unique experience, kind of nice to be honest. Not gonna lie, wrestling was also nice. Therefore, I can say I'm a man of two natures. Right, I'm listening to opera and then I'm watching American wrestling live. That's right. Today episode gonna be about Peru. That's right. What do I know about Peru? Peru is a country in South America. You used to have a famous empire, Incas Empire. Then Francisco Pizarro, I think, destroyed it. And you have Machu Picchu, which is the most known thing from Peru, of course. You have access to the sea. You have high indigenous population, by which indigenous I mean Native Americans. That's right. What else? What else do I know about Peru? Your capital is Lima. I think I said that already, but if I didn't, I will say it again because it's Lima, people. That's right. What else? What else do I know about Peru? Your main exports? I guess blankets. No, not blankets. You know, this you have those alpacas. You know, those funny-looking animals, and they have like this fur, and you make products out of it. I don't know. I forgot what's the name of the product, and therefore I just said blankets, but it's of course more than blankets. The main exports besides blankets of Peru. What's the main invention of Peru? You ask me. Well, main invention of Peru is sending Native Americans to every possible capital on the planet. Your people, the Native Americans, to play Condor El Pasa on the flute. We all seen them. Doesn't matter which country, which capital you seeing. It's always like a Native Americans standing there on the flute playing Condor Pasa. I probably butchered it. That's right. Okay, okay. My knowledge about Peru, unfortunately, is limited, but I'm willing to learn. All right, I'm willing to learn. Okay, so let's go with the news. Okay, the first news are coming from AP News, and there are about in Peru a whip cracking vigilantes serve up justice. Cajamarca, Peru. The vigilantes collared the short, pot-bellied man at Cajamarca teeming outdoor market and marched him into the storefront. He was a serial pickpocket, they said. Ooh, they got a pickpocket. Get him, people. Get him. We all like our belongings. We don't like them to be stolen. That's right. The man 42 was made to empty his pocket, shed his shoes, dropped on the floor, and do push ups. Why push ups? Shouldn't you make him to do squats just in case he hit something in his ass? You know? A look of terror attached his face well before the whip stung his backside. Ooh, they whipped him. Whip stung his backside. He shrieked, jumped to his feet, and begged for mercy, claiming he was innocent. Well, if they prepared the whip for you specifically, I assume it's not the first time offense, you know? That's right. They probably already got sick and tired of your stealing ass. The assembled men and women all wearing citizen patrol vests and wielding whips. Citizen patrol. What kind of citizens? Fucking from slavery days. Wielding whips fashioned from the twisted CNF of bull penises. Oh, so they made a whip out of the bull penis. Oh, is it a thick whip? Didn't believe him. A dozen lashes later, he confessed and paid $60 to a woman whose cell phone he had allegedly stolen. He got showered a shower and was let go. Well, if you get whipped, I would fucking confess to everything. Seriously, like if you whip me 60 times, no, dozen times, so it's 12. If you whip me 12 times, I'll be like, yes, I shot JFK. And also 9/11, my job too. Fuck that shit, man. This is how we deal with this kind of theft. Ooh, said the citizen patrol leader Fernando Chiquilin, who personally landed the last lash. Maybe they're all into BDSM and it's some kind of twist game, and they forgot to tell the guy to, get into the BDSM too. For all but the most serious crimes, this is how justice is routinely administered in this highlands provincial of capital of 200,000 people. Swiftly, harshly, and painful, and not by the state. Mm. Yeah, I would rather fucking go to jail, to be honest. Instead, in response to eroding criminal justice system, self-appointed bands of vigilantes have taken work of the police, prosecutors, and judges. Oh shit, the Peruvian Judge Dredd. The rise of these citizens and forces who enjoy widespread support in Cajamarca is just one response in Latin America to failure the police forces to offer a most basic protection. Okay, I can't understand, right? I can't understand. Like, for instance, Poland, in the 90s and early 2000s was also crazy. And you also had some cases when people took justice in their own hands. Not with the whip, though, just the hands. If the police did their jobs, there would be no need for us. Yep, that's probably true. Peru's 112,000 officer police force is slightly larger than the Latin American norm per capita, but the police spend nearly half of their time supplementing monthly salaries that average 600, $650, but moonlighting as private security guard. Ah, come on. Fuck them rich people. Peruvian media carry a steady diet news of cops running drugs and aiding criminal bands. In an opinion poll last year, Peruvians listed the national police only slightly behind Congress in ranking of country most corrupt institutions. Maybe they should whip them, huh? Maybe they should whip them, and maybe they would stop being bribed. Hey, you wanted $1 a bribe? Yes, a whip. Still, a periodic whip cracking raids on brothels have gained Chiquin and his cohort national exposures. Oh, you're raining, you're attacking prostitutes too? Uh, so the human rights activists are angry about it. Well, kind of understand. And they say it's like Taliban morally police. Uh, well, I don't know. This is the fair comparison because I think Taliban can kill you. Locally, though, few people complain, including police commanders, judges, and prosecutors who acknowledge Chiklin popularity in Israeli interfere. Yeah, they're doing your job. Only you can go to visit hookers and get bribed. So they have one leader. There's like 30 people in those citizens patrols. Goddamn people. The case is too small. No dispute to tribal. Oh yeah. So basically, what they are doing is whenever there's a petty crime, like pickpocketing and theft, they taking matters in their own hands because like nobody wants to help them. Yeah. So the human rights activists should shut the fuck up because those people are suffering. That's right. Not from the whip. Not from the whip. Okay, so if a felony is committed and the crime is too big, they give it to the police. After the whip or before the whip, eh? Okay. Uh-huh, last year. Okay, so there is some controversy about it. Okay. Oh shit. So also they fucking broke in a party. There was a party and people showed up with whips. And it's like, oh, the party is over, and I start whipping it. Oh, fuck you guys. Let's let people party. They hit me 10 times with whips and sticks, some guy is saying. God damn it. I would fucking find them individually, and after that. Okay, no prosecution. Prostitution is legal in Peru. Oh, about the prostitutes. In rights of brothels, ski masked vigilantes under his command have left welts on women they've whipped and set fire to the mattress and all the furniture to carry out into the street. Prostitution is legal in Peru, but Chiclin, the guy who's the leader of the whip band, maybe your dick is not working, huh? Says his only target bordellos when neighbors complain they are illegally exploiting minors. Or are magnets for criminals who rob people nearby. The one brothel owner is seeking criminal charges after him. Well, yes, if they fucking exploiting people and children, do that. But if the prostitution is legal and you can get hired by doing this job, it's yeah, yeah, leave them alone. Some people wants to get their dick sucked, and they pay good money for it, and they pay good money for it. Okay, so people turn to rondas because they are more accessible. People rely on them daily, and they tell us to face we are incapable of guaranteeing safety. In recent, ronderos found two underage women prostitutes. They shoot video shows them compelling the young women to sing Peru national anthem. But in recent raid in the town Chota, Chiquin said ronderos found two underage prostitutes. Video they shot shows him compelling the young women to sing Peru national anthem and then whip one another. Like, no, why you hitting the girls? Someone like hit the owner of the brothel who the fucking hired those girls. Seriously, like what the fuck? Ronderos, motherfuckers. Alright, so there is like a story of it and stuff. Who knows? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the people saying like, okay, I've been robbed. I never got any help. Those people helped me. Anyway, so yeah, people got whipped. Right? You got whipped. You got whipped. And again, do not hit the victim of the crime. Hit the fucking crime doer. In that case, the brothel. The brothel, right? Okay, the another news are coming from Newsweek. That's right. The Grinch carry out the drug bust. That's right. The Christmas is over. Give up the snow. Okay, a Peruvian police officer dressed as the Grinch led a drug bust in Lima, leading to arrest of suspected drug traffickers days before Christmas. Oh, come on, people! This is the time when people need drugs the most. You're going there. You have to listen to your family how much of a failure you are. Hey, you know what? Fuck it, you can do it because I have some weed with me, or snort some coke. There is global warming, all right? There is global warming, people. There is no fucking snow. It's not snowing, so at least you can have some artificial snow, all right? You can use not much skiing, a lot of sliding with your nose on the table. According to a video distributed by Peruvian National Police, the operation in San Bartolo, south near Lima, resulted in arrest of three suspects and the seizure of drugs and related paraphernalia. Okay, why it matters? The operation highlights the innovative and funny tactics employed by Peruvian police to make international headlines as they carry out their work combating drug trafficking, significant use issue in the region. Okay, so Peru is the second largest producer of cocaine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the main export. Peruvian coke. I forgot about that. Maybe because I don't do coke, right? Maybe because I don't do coke, but in general, yes, I know about Peruvian coke. Peruvian flake. Yeah, so the coca is rooted in traditions of the people. Coca is a plant, all right? You used to make, back in the days, you used to make Coca Cola with it too. And it's considered an ancient remedy for altitude sickness and has other health benefits like boosting energy, easing headaches, reducing fatigue, and quenching thirsts. That's right. And also with meeting people. It's very helpful with meeting people. Hey, you have Coke? Yes. All right, we are friends. The Green Spot, portrayed by an officer from the Green Squadron, a specialized unit of a Special Operation Division, took part in local Christmas activities before initiating the bust. Ho, ho, ho! All right, it's Santa opening. Oh shit, it's Grinch. He's gonna destroy the Christmas and take our drugs. Take all the drugs. While discussed as the officer entered the target property undetected and broke down the access door. Police recovered packages of cocaine, hydrochloride, and cocaine passed along with the scales and strainers used in drug production. Can you imagine being like a tailor? We make suits. You're buying scales and strainers just to help you with your fucking business, and someone is accused you of dealing cocaine. I don't know what's the connection. The raid was captured on video showing Grinch in Santa suit, searching from premises. This he came in a chimney. Colonel Carlos Lopez Edo, head of the Squadron, confirmed the operational success, attributing to the creative use of the disguise. Yes, the drug dealers didn't know what hit them. They looked out the window, they saw a Grinch, and it's like, oh shit, it's the Grinch. People, look, it's the Grinch. Now it's the Peruvian police. The operation followed Green Squadron tradition of using holiday-themed disguise, including superheroes and horror characters during mission. That's right. On Valentine's Day this year, the same unit carried out an operation with the officer dressed as a teddy bear. Ooh, uh, what if those people have kids? They won't buy them any fucking toys for Christmas because they will have flashbacks of police riding them in a teddy bear uniform. They say they found drugs under the suspect mattress in that operation. Okay, so they also used Freddy Krueger and the Bride of the Chucky uh, in previous actions. Freddy Krueger fucking you up. Yeah. Colonel Carlos Lopez Edo, head of the police Green Squadron. They using fucking Grinch, and the name is Green Squadron. All right, fucking, I love this news actually. It's hilarious. Using the ingenuity and cleverness of the unit, we used the Grinch after activity for Christmas. The presence of Grinch went unnoticed. Oh yeah. The unit expect to continue employing creative tactics to disrupt drug trafficking operation with further investigations into the suspects and their network. Yeah, they would have like an undercover cop in this group of like drug dealers, right? And the undercover cops like, hey guys, do you like Harry Potter? And they're like, what? Do you like Harry Potter? And they're like, okay, he's cool. Yeah, but bad for you because Harry Potter coming to get you, and bam, he's putting on the glasses and the fucking scar on his head to arrest him. It's actually hilarious. Touche to the Peruvian police. Maybe they should use the whips too.
And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist.
All right, people. Now is the time for the second part of the news. We spoke about Grinch ruining Christmas again. We talk about some whips and chains excite me, like this Rihanna song. And now we're gonna talk about aliens. That's right, from outer space. Okay, so the news are coming from The Hill. I don't know what kind of newspaper is that. So basically, they are not aliens. That's the verdict from Peru officials who seized two doll-like figures. Okay, so I assume they found some dolls and someone said it's aliens and tried to make some money out of it. But the scientists told them like, no, they are not aliens, motherfucker. They are dolls. You can buy them in stores. Lima, Peru, the capital, mentioned for the fourth time. Aliens, they are not. That's what forensic experts in Peru said Friday about two doll like figures, an alleged three finger hand that customs authority in South American country seized last year from a shipment heading to Mexico. What? Someone sending fucking aliens to Mexico. Aren't like Mexicans illegal aliens in the United States? Maybe they try to boost the exports, boost the immigration. The forensic experts with Peru prosecutor office said the objects were made with paper, glue, metal, and human and animal bones. Ooh, but what? They sent only hands? They didn't say the fucking whole body. The findings quash some people believe that the figures come from an alien center or come from another planet, all of which is totally false. Do you really need a fucking forensic analyst for that? Uh, I don't. The conclusion is simple. The dolls assembled with bones of animals from this planet with modern synthetic glues. Yeah, they use super glue. Therefore, they were not assembled during pre-Hispanic times. What if the aliens are from 1997? Why does it always has to be some ancient times? What is 1997, all right? They came to eat some McDonald's, 1997, so it's fresh after the Olympics. They probably bought some merch too from Atlanta Olympics and just hang around. The prosecutor office has not yet determined who owns the objects. Well, what's the point of determining that? Official on Friday would only say that Mexican citizen was intended recipient of the objects before they were seized by custom agents in October. So Mexican ordered aliens from Peru on eBay. Actually, no. He wanted he wanted to order aliens, and he ordered it from fucking Alibaba or Wish or whatever. He, along with others, claimed they were not human beings that are not part of our terrestrial evolution. Yeah. In November, Mausan returned to Mexican Congress with a group of Peruvian doctors and spent more than 3 hours pressing the case for non human beings that he said were found in Peru, where he made similar claims. That's right, that's what you get from ordering aliens from Alibaba. Use eBay or Amazon. A report by Peruvian prosecutor office that year found that alleged alien bodies were actually recently manufactured dolls which have been covered with a mixture of paper and synthetic glue to stimulate the presence of the skin. That's right. Oh, by the way, people, if you hear some renovation sounds, this is my fucking asshole neighbors. I don't know what's going on, but every time I'm fucking recording this podcast, it's always an ambulance and a renovation, kids crying, every single time, like they're all trying to fuck me. Oh, fuck 'em. Anyway, going back to the news, they are not remains of ancestral aliens that they were tried to present in 2017. Yeah, if you fucking ordering aliens online on the internet, I'm pretty sure you're dumb enough to believe they are aliens. Experts showed reporters a 2 foot long dolls dressed in red, orange, and green colors. Red, orange, and green. This is a Jamaican flag. They said examination showed the bones of birds, dogs, and other animals were used to create the dolls. And they said it was very poorly built. Yeah, why you should put more effort in tricking someone when they already paid you the money for sending them aliens? Okay, people, and the last part of the news, nothing about aliens, something much more earthly wise, I would say. The news are coming from peoples.com. Uh, that's this is like a gossip website, like, oh, Brad Pitt sucked his own dick, this kind of stuff. Yeah, man caught smuggling 220 tarantulas and 110 centipedes out of Peru by strapping them to his body. God damn! I wouldn't even take a tarantula on my hand, and he strapped them to the body. Airport security stopped the smuggler, who was carrying 9 bullet ants illegally taken from Amazon forest. Did they hide them in his ass? They need some warmth. Authorities arrested a man in Peru from bulging after his bulging clothes gave him and a hundred of tarantulas strapped to his body away as he attempted to leave the country. Maybe the tarantulas didn't have money for the ticket, huh? The tarantulas didn't have money for the ticket. They were looking for some kind of deal. Hey, let me be strapped to your body and let's chip in for the ticket. I hate being in Amazon. All right, it's too humid. There's too much water there. I want to move to Greece. Okay, so they stopped the alleged smuggler, a 20-year-old South Korean man. Ooh, November 8th because his stomach appeared abnormally swollen while he's passing through security. Maybe he ate some bad kebab, eh? The man, who was not identified, was asked to lift his shirt, revealing 2 belts that he had adorned with camouflage bags and packages containing tarantulas and other bags, according to wildlife services. 35 adult tarantulas, 285 juvenile tarantulas, 110 centipedes, and 9 bullet ants. I think there was some room for more ants. Maybe it was a Spider-Man, eh? Maybe the guy wanted to become a Spider-Man or Centipede Man or Ant-Man in that matter. Okay, the adult tarantulas were described as human hand-sized. God damn, each taking up the large plastic container, while the juveniles shared space in small tubes. Oh, so it's like a human type of location, right? Parents get the best thing, the best room, and you and your siblings have to stuck in the back, trying to not eat each other. In small tubes that were stuffed from either end of prevent to escape, as seen in photo of the confiscated specimen. Okay, so basically it's saying please do not smuggle them. They're in danger, and it's a global trade and generating millions of dollars. And it's also generating fear amongst people. I have a friend who was like collecting like venomous, poisonous poisonous spiders, and when he went to work, his mom threw it in the trash. So yeah, probably in my hometown there is like an epidemic of poisonous spiders walking around. Yeah, this is why I'm not going to my hometown. This and other things. Anyway, he also explained that smuggling cases that like these arise more often as Christmas nears, as illegal trafficked critters tend to fetch higher prices during holiday seasons. On Christmas, you give someone a tarantula. I don't think you like this person. The smuggler, he was heading to Korea with plans stopped in France, according to press release. Oh, the French people, they are known for eating everything frogs, snails, and apparently now they're gonna eat tarantulas, or centipedes, or spiders. People, what about eating just regular food, eh? Just eat some regular food is also good. That's right. All right, people, that was the news from Peru. I hope you liked it. If you have news from your country, there is a mail in the description. You can send the news from that. My name is Martin K. I wish you all a great rest of the Sunday and take care. All right, people.